Hi, and welcome to the Roxy Hayes podcast. I'm Roxy Hayes, your host, and this is the podcast where I get to dive deep into all the things I'm curious about, whether it's nerd culture, pop culture, relationships, or just the wonderfully weird and interesting world around us. Some episodes will be totally off the cuff, and sometimes we'll have special episodes where I revive my old shows like Bedtime Bitchin', Anti-Meridian, and Tell Me a Story. But no matter what, it's always going to be a fun, unpredictable ride. So sit back and let's get into it. Queasy in the editing, if you can hear the dog barking, then just mute me. All right. Hey, what's up, y'all? Welcome back to the Roxy Hayes podcast. We talk about all things nerdy, chaotic, and probably make at least one questionable decision before the episode is over. Today, we're talking about something near and dear to my heart, anime characters. The ones we love, the ones that make us cry, and the ones that live in our head rent-free. I know why I said it like that. That's how I wanted to say it. And to help me break this down, I had to bring somebody who knows anime inside and out, a promoter in the nerd space, fellow anime lover, and a shameless fan of some OP characters. Give it up for Gio from Plus Ultra Entertainment.
Yo,
Yeah,
what's up, everybody?
I don't have a soundboard, so it's just me. Yay! I hate There we go. Great parties, terrible human. All right, so before we get into it, let's start with something simple. Who was the first anime character that you had a crush on? Like your first anime crush?
Probably old girl from Cowboy Bebop. Was it Faye?
Faye Valentine?
Yeah.
Was it the little shorts?
It was the whole fit. Like she lit, like way she was trying to seduce somebody every episode to try to get her away. Like her whole energy. Yeah, it's definitely probably Faye.
So you like to be seduced?
I do like to be taken advantage of. Yes.
Are you being taken advantage of if you are doing it willingly?
In my head, yes.
Okay, all right. I don't want to hear about your kinks. I'm gonna go. My first crush.
Yeah, I didn't ask you who your first crush was.
It's my show. That's crazy. I'm never bringing you back. So my first crush would have had to been. It was for sure Goku.
You basic.
Faye Valentine is just that's a deep cut.
I didn't say it was a deep cut. I'm just saying, like, Goku? That's crazy. You talk about Goku from Dragon Ball or from Dragon Ball Z?
Well, Dragon Ball Z, because Dragon Ball, he was a child. I was also a child. But as a child, I didn't have crushes on other children.
I'm just checking.
It was probably Goku, then Piccolo, and Trunks. Future Trunks.
You was on some other shit.
And so now it's a problem. Piccolo fine as hell. Piccolo was fine as hell.
Okay.
And Future Trunks.
Was it the driving episode that did it for you?
It was all of it. It was all when he took. I liked the bald man when he took his little head wrap off. I was with it. I was with it. That's the Piccolo I like. I like that green dick.
You do you, big dog.
He's like a basic bitch with a gun and some shorts on. I like an alien man. I got standards. You don't. So we're gonna go ahead. That brings us to.
I have taste.
I have class. All right, so now we're going to talk about our GOATs. These are our all-time favorite characters. We're going to go ahead and start with the classics. So the ride or die characters that have stuck with you, like no matter how much other anime you watch, like who's your GOAT? Like who are you like, this is my favorite character?
Now, I won't say that this is my favorite character, but I do take any opportunity I can to shout out Zoids, particular Zoids New Century, because that was one of my favorite shows on Toonami, and I feel like most people didn't watch it, but like I love Zoids, the Liger Zero. Like it's a robotic lion, but it kind of has a personality of its own. And that shit was like I loved Zoids. Like that's probably the show that got me hooked on anime in particular, because I didn't even realize watching Toonami. I didn't realize that they were anime. I just thought it was cartoons, just in a different art style. So Zoids was probably the first one I was like realized that this is anime. This is something.
This is something different. Yeah. So why do you like the character so much?
Because it's basically like the theme of the show is it's very unserious. Like the original Zoids, it was like this. It was similar to Gundam, where it's like there's a war going on, and they were using the Zoids to like fight each other, like as basically like tanks or weapons. But then Zoids New Century, basically the war ends, and they like, bro, we got all these fucking like monster like war robots. Like, what are we supposed to do with these things? And they create like a sport out of it where it's basically like three on three battles, where it's like three teams against each other with their Zoids, and they can compete like to win a championship. And the Liger kind of like most Zoids, they're just like inanimate like machines that you pilot, but the Liger kind of had a personality to, and so the way the main character ends up joining the team is that he was the only one that the Liger would respond to. And then throughout the show, like it gets these fire ass armor upgrades. So one of them, like the Jaeger, adds like a speed boost to it. The Schneider gives it these like fire ass blades, and then the Panzer turns it into like just this militaristic like tank. Yeah, and that show was fire. I still like I go I think they still have it. Somebody had uploaded like the entire season on YouTube. I used to watch that shit at work.
I love when they do that. It's just like, thank you for this free shit. That
Exactly.
okay.
I feel a kinship to the people who do like, it's like one other person resonated with this one
Somebody
very
else likes
particular
this.
show.
I'm not alone. Um, if we gotta go, my favorite. I mean, I already mentioned them, and you're gonna hate it. And a lot of people be hating on my boy. I'm going Goku, but it's for the same reason that you said. Like Dragon Ball is what got me into anime. I watched Dragon Ball first, and I used to like rent the movies and stuff. So I will say, like, Kid Goku is better than adult Goku for sure. Like he had way more personality. That was before he just got like now he's just it's unnecessarily powerful. Like, come on,
Yeah.
like once you get past God, where are you going? You know, like I know there's other shit, but like enough. I've had enough.
What you mean? You scream louder.
Yeah, but yeah, it's like there's not that I'm a little hot too, but there's no character development. I understand that, but Goku is still the goat to me. Though he is the
I,
one.
I never knock anybody for like it's like I joke about it, but like in like for real, like I'll never like
Oh, people be hating.
disrespect a Dragon Ball Z take. Because at the end of the day, Dragon Ball Z was the black gateway
Yo,
into
facts.
anime for
Everybody
everybody.
watched it.
Like I will say,
Everybody
like
watched it.
rewatching it as an adult, it definitely will. Like had I watched it for the first time as an adult, it would not have captured me in the same way it
Yeah.
captured me as a kid.
Mhm.
But I do, but like I said, I 100% understand
It's
anybody.
fire for what it was. It was
Yeah,
like there was nothing else like it on TV. And yeah, I think now just there's so much stuff that's out that it just has more story, more compelling characters and all of that stuff. So I'm like, I get why people and they've definitely like flanderized him to where he's just fucking stupid and just strong, just stupid and strong. He has always been dumb, but now he's just a fucking idiot. So I get why people don't like him, but it's like Kid Goku was going crazy.
yeah.
So that's
Kid,
definitely one.
when he raided the Red Ribbon Army base in the
Yeah.
original Dragon Ball, like that shit was that's some of my favorite. Like yeah, I remember that shit distinctly. But and I mean, there is definitely character development in the show. But I will say, like people talk about Vegeta because I want to say like because in case we end up discussing character development, the person that I have as my
Nerd.
answer, people often be like, oh, like I think it's Vegeta, and for me, I
Mhm.
feel like too much of his character development took place off screen. Like I liked
Yeah.
the direction they took him in, but like it's like one day you turn on the show and he just is a family man.
Yeah,
Like
it's
they
like,
never,
oh look, I got a mustache and a pink shirt. It's like, well, when
yeah,
did you do
they
that?
don't actually show him become a family man. He just
Yeah.
is, and they never really explain it either. Like
Yeah. Like why he did it or what made him want to do it.
yeah, like well, how did Bulma get you? Like they never
Yeah.
really show that.
Put that pussy on her. They didn't have to show
How? Like
it.
what was what was the conversation? Like how do you
Wasn't no talking. He said she
like
put that
early
that
Vegeta?
schmack
You talk about early Vegeta. Like what do you say to early Vegeta to even get in a
fat, yeah.
position where y'all are there?
Yeah, because he won't worry about fucking. He's trying to get strong and fight. So yeah, what do you say to be like, hey, I know you like to fight, but I'm trying to like, what's up with it? Yeah, you
Yeah,
can't just go to Vegeta and be like, hey, what's up with it? What's
like
up?
that's just why I know he didn't initiate it. So it's like, what the fuck did she do?
I would watch that. So yeah, good solid answers. So now we're gonna talk about the most underrated anime characters. Like these are the ones who don't really get hype. Like they're not on the forefront of a lot of people's mind, which is crazy because you actually kind of just mentioned one. Like, yeah, nobody's talking about Zoids like that.
Zoids,
But
yeah.
but do you have another one that you feel like
Mm,
is very underrated? You know, I'll let you think on that one because it looks like you marinating. Also,
yeah.
you definitely burped a little while ago, and I was gonna say something. I'm like right in the mic, you filthy animal. But well, before I even get to the segment, let me tell y'all how nasty Geo is. He be doing doo doo stuff, and anytime I get a
First of all,
chance
whoa,
to
whoa,
talk
whoa,
about
whoa, 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 whoa,
it.
time out. Time out. No, because dude, you phrased this in a way that no, that because that sounds crazy. Now you make it sound like I'm in the scat play or something. That's
I
wrong.
was just gonna say.
That's why. I
He
am a
threatened to
real
send me
I am a
pictures
real
of his
shitter.
doo doo right
I
before
have
I
a
press
I have
record.
a well balanced diet with a lot of fiber, and I take very impressive shits. They are photo worthy.
So you just have to send them to people.
Yeah, and I tell you what, when I do, people are amazed. Were you not impressed?
I don't think impressed is the word. Flabbergasted,
I'll take flabbergasted.
disgusted. But yeah, for those of you that are familiar with my content and have seen Love on the Rocks, you'll be familiar with him as he went as Scatric Cloud. That's what he was named.
Yeah, no, I need y'all
Scatric
to
Cloud.
retire that.
So
I need y'all to retire
I was
that.
gonna go ahead and say it now before it get happen in the comments. Yes, this is Scatric. Do
That's
not
crazy.
ask me if this is Scatric. All right, so I'm gonna go. I actually got a couple. First, I'm gonna go Sebastian Michaels from Black Butler. Black Butler just came back after like a 17-year hiatus, and like Sebastian's pretty fucking cold. Like he's not doing as much cold shit this last season as he was doing before, which was kind of a letdown. Like, do you watch Black Butler?
I don't.
Okay, you ain't missing. So this last season was not great. So it's just like this little boy who pretty much like sold his soul to the devil, to a demon, to find out some shit about his parents, blah 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 blah. And the demon's his butler. So it's like funny, but like he be fighting, like he was beating people's ass with forks and stuff. And so this last season he wasn't really doing that, but I think pretty dope. I'm gonna also go Psyche K. Like
Mm.
arguably Psyche K is the most powerful character in all of anime. Like
He's
he
stronger
has
than mom?
because he has so many powers.
Mm.
Like he can actually, yeah, he can move planets. Like he has to have those things on his head because he can destroy the planet with his mind. But he can also like he has like time. I'm gonna go read his powers because when I actually read all of the powers that he has, I was like, oh, he's the strongest character because he can control time. He can control. Hold on, I'm just gonna read it. What the fuck is apport? The power to pull something from somewhere else and have it appear before you. So it's like it works with teleportation. He can separate his or someone else's spirit from their body. Like
That is
he has,
crazy.
clairvoyant. So yeah, he can see the
So
future.
what do we even do with that power?
That's what I'm saying. What do you do with that power? I'm like, what episode was that where he did this? He can use the power to duplicate himself. He can hypnotize people. He can fly. He can alter people's memory. So this is when I was like, oh, his powers are crazy. Because he was born with pink hair, so he like mind controlled everybody to think that different hair colors are normal, so he wouldn't stand out.
That's
So
hilarious.
then, like other kids started being born with these different hair colors because he altered everybody. Like you're altering genetics.
So this is clearly a comedy.
Yeah, it's on Netflix. It is very funny.
Okay.
It's
Yeah,
like
I've seen I've seen Psyche K. I want to say I think I watched maybe the first 2 episodes, but I have heard a lot of people talk about how strong that main character is.
it's like crazy. It's unnecessarily powerful, but yeah, it's really funny. He doesn't even talk, so like he's so strong that he has people reading his mind and he's reading their mind, so they think he's talking, but his mouth's not moving.
Oh, he can like project his thoughts into people.
Yeah, like
Mm.
this motherfucker is crazy. So yes, definitely Psyche K. And it's a funny anime. And then I'm the last one. And I feel like this anime is known amongst like people that watch anime, but a lot of people that are getting into anime don't know about Full Metal Alchemist, and it makes me sad.
Oh yeah,
Like,
nah, I got the Roy Mustangs.
I want that on your get on your hands.
Yeah, it's on the back of my right hand.
Do you be doing alchemy?
Yeah.
Do people think it's like some demonic stuff?
People who don't know, like
Yeah.
I either get they recognize it immediately, or they're like they assume it's some satanic shit.
Yeah, it's like, no, I just like anime. Like
There's no in between. It's one or the other.
they either know or don't. But yeah, I feel like Edward is like a dope character. Like he has a lot of elements of a regular anime protagonist, but he's also like just super smart, but also just like caring, but not a bitch. You know how like how Deku is, and a lot of people be mad at Deku, like, oh, you're doing all that crying. Like he has some of those elements, but not as
We not about to.
I said
We
what I
not.
said. You heard what I said, and I said it on purpose.
That's what we not gonna do. That's what we not gonna do.
Deku be crying, but yeah, so he has those elements, but I don't know. It's just I like how it's packaged. I like how
I think Edward is he's probably one of the most human main
Mm.
characters. Like it's very like everything about his personality stuff is realistic. Like it does feel
Mhm.
like there are some characters like when you watch like Solo Leveling or somewhere, it's just
Yeah.
like the main character is he's so main character. It's just
Yeah.
like damn, like you
I've
ain't had no
never.
you had no choice but to be that nigga. But Edward literally is just like a kid who kind of happened to be a little too smart for his age and got
Mhm.
too mixed up in alchemy, and then like now it's
Now
like
he's here.
yeah, it changed your whole life, and now you're you're trying to fix what you messed up, but you're just as
Mhm.
human as like everybody else in the story. So I definitely get that.
I like that. I never thought about it like that, but that does make sense. And I like characters that feel like that. Like even though you're powerful, you're still just like a person. And
Mm,
now this is more relatable to me because you're a person. So who would you say? And I love Deku. I was just talking shit, but he do be crying. So
mm.
who would you say is your maybe not even necessarily like underrated, but yeah, somebody that you feel like doesn't get enough love?
I also have three. First is Black Star from Soul Eater. I love Black Star. Black Star is hilarious to
I
me.
just started getting into Soul Eater.
Oh yeah, nah, yeah. Black Star he's that guy. I feel like him being like a tertiary character. Like I mean, they always. I feel like Maka and Soul naturally the main characters, and
Mhm.
then because Death the Kid just has that like his look is just very much like it's like all black and the death and the goth thing. So like people
Mhm.
gravitate towards him, and I feel like Black Star's goofy nature, like he kind of like goes under the radar, but that's also why I relate to him because he's so fucking goofy, but also at
Mhm.
the same time, like Black Star bit like he got them hands. Like he be joking around, but like when it's time to
Like all
square
these
up, like
tee-hee-hees and shit.
yeah, nah, Black Star be
Yeah.
putting them hands on people. And then Saitama, because I love
Mhm.
One Punch Man. Like anytime I'm trying to get somebody into anime who's like, I don't know, I don't think it's my thing. There's certain shows that like are my go-to recommendations.
Yeah.
Death Note is one. And then One Punch Man, I like ironically, like
Yeah.
most of the people I will,
Because it's so funny.
it's hilarious. Like
And it's
the
easy. You don't have to try to think too hard about it.
and I remember when it was coming out and like hearing the premise of it, and in my mind, I'm like, how do you make a show interesting about somebody who literally can't lose? And like
Mhm.
that's what to me what makes One Punch Man so interesting is that at the end of the day, you know that Saitama's not gonna lose. Like there's nothing, and there's no point do they even try to like make it appear as though like he's in danger. Even like in season one when he fought Boros, like there was no point in the fight where you felt like Saitama wasn't gonna win, but they
Mhm.
still managed to make the shit like it's like they put him in situations that make it either hilarious or like there's certain tension or things that go on where it's like okay this is like when the Deep Sea King and he was invading and Moomin Rider was out there fighting them. It's like they found it with like the whole episode goes on almost without Saitama, and then he just pulls up the end
Mhm.
and kind of ends it. But the one where him and Genos raided that base, and then at
Mhm.
the end, he asked, he was like, "Oh shit, what day is it?" And then he realized he missed the sale at the market, and they thought he was mad because of the monster. He was like, "Nah, like it was
I
forty
get my
percent off."
coupons. Yeah. That's
And
a solid
then
pick.
Yeah, and then my last one is a new one, Sunraku from Shangri-La Frontier.
I have not seen
And
that.
I feel like Shangri-La Frontier doesn't get talked about a lot because it's not like a life, like no one's life is in danger and shit. It's literally about it's in the same vein of like a Sword Art Online or a
Hmm.
Solo Leveling or something, except like it's just a video game. Like they are people just playing VR games, but they're so into it that, and so it's like it's a character who like he loves playing like garbage games with like busted mechanics, and he guys so just so he can figure them out and get good at them. And so the plot is that he basically there's one game that's like the Elden Ring of this world, and he's just like everyone keeps talking about this game. It's considered like a god tier game. He's like, all right, well you don't usually play these, but they talking about it so much, and I ran out of shitty games to play. I'm gonna try it, and then he ends up getting like just like swallowed up in the world of Shangri-La Frontier, and like the action like this is animated really well, and just like even though like it's like no one's life is really at stake, they still like it's still interesting, and you are like you do anticipate like seeing how he's gonna end up beating the boss, and like it's like the solutions that they come up with. It's very realistic. It's like you could see someone playing Elden Ring or a game like that and being like, oh, okay, this is how I have to beat this boss. So I love Shangri-La Frontier.
All right, nerd. No, those are some. I definitely gonna check that one out. I like those. I like those anime. Like they don't be getting enough love. Like you said, if somebody not dying, like if somebody not
Yeah,
getting
that's like
getting
like
murked.
everything got to be life or death, or this character can beat this character because he can blow up a planet.
It's like there's
Like
other stories.
like Bama just he playing VR games, and he just happens to be like one of the best in the world at this VR game.
That sounds dope. Check it out. So now I got some questions. We finna get a little messy,
Okay.
right? They ain't gonna be too messy. So some characters are iconic, but they cause chaos, and people either love them, hate them, or they love to hate them. So give me one character that may be a little. I don't like this lean in. May
Because
either be a.
I already have my answer. Anytime I get a chance to bring this up, I do. So I'm gonna let you finish the question just to make sure that it is what I think it
Well,
is.
no,
And
one character that you'll defend to the end.
oh, that I'll defend to the end. Oh, I
Or you
thought
finna say one that you hate?
yeah.
Wait, no, okay, wait. Then fuck that question. I want to, cause you leaned all the way in. I want to hear who you hate. So is this a character like this? Got to be somebody that everybody loves or something, and you just fucking hate their guts.
He is very popular.
Who? Who? Please don't say who I think you're saying. I
Who?
don't know
Well,
why I
okay.
feel it. No, no, no. If you, I no, I feel because everybody be talking. Not everybody. A lot of people be talking shit about this character, and he's very beloved. I just want to see
Uh,
if you're gonna say him.
oh, nah. For me, it's Kirito from Sword Art Online.
Okay, it was okay. I thought you were gonna say Tanjiro. I was like, what
Oh no,
people?
I love Tanjiro. Like
People
I
be
don't
hating him.
that whole my main character crash thing. I was
I
like that's.
need. Well, yeah, you like Deku, so we know.
I mean, because we're like, what? Like, it's a crime to be passionate about some shit now. Like,
you mad that he cares? Like
yeah,
people are
what are we
getting
talking about here?
slaughtered. People are getting slaughtered.
You be like, it's like, are you watching it just to hate on things, or like, because otherwise, like, what's the real problem with Tanjiro? Like, he's
You
just a
gotta,
nice guy.
but
Like,
they because they want to see murder. You gotta remember, you just said it. They want to see just murder and nobody giving a fuck about the murder. And it's like, no, like his family was slaughtered. There's still people are dying around him, and it's on him to do it, and he's still not strong enough to do it. He keeps seeing people he cares about die. You would
yeah.
fucking cry too.
Like that moment at the end of the swordsmith arc when he was like frozen stuck because
Oh yeah, she
he couldn't
burnt.
kill his sister, but also he
Oh,
didn't want to let the
the
villagers
dude get
die
yo.
like that
I was weeping.
like that was real as fuck. Like that, like nigga was literally like paralyzed because he was like, I don't want to let them die, but like, what am I even alive for if I'm not here to save my sister? Like,
And she was like, "Get the
am
fuck
I
out of
gonna
here."
let these people die for her?
Hmm.
Like it was like that. Like just watching him go through all that, and it being in slow motion and all, and then her
That
kicking him off and being like, nah, go save them.
willing to die.
Yeah, like that. Like I don't like. Yeah, I don't understand the people hating on Tanjiro, but Kirito, that's a bitch ass nigga. Like
Why? So I
Kirito
did
is
not
good.
finish Sword Art Online.
Good. There's nothing to finish.
That's
Nothing
why I'm
happened.
like, I didn't.
It's not worth it. I don't know how far you got. I didn't finish it either. I got as far as I got maybe like 3 or 4 episodes into the fairy part, and I was just like, "What the fuck even is this? Like, this shit called Sword Art Online. These niggas stopped using swords 4 episodes ago. Like, this shit don't even make sense. Like, every like the thing starts." The nigga pretend like he's constantly pretending like he don't know what the fuck is going on. When you were a beta tester of the game, you know more about this game than almost anybody else in here, but you keep pretending like you don't. Uh, every single episode they introduce like he's like part whatever episode whatever he's doing is like all the characters that get introduced, none of them matter. Like in the very beginning he meets that guy who kind of teaches who quote unquote teaches him how to like hunt, kill a boar or something, and they make it seem like, oh, they're gonna have like a rivalry or budding friendship or something, and then the nigga disappears and then randomly comes back 7 episodes later for 1 episode, and he's barely involved. The one black character, and I mean, like, they featured a black character in the opening credits, and he might have one line in the whole show. He's not really a character in the show. It's like y'all made
Y'all played
nobody mad.
us.
The love story between him and the girl, like it's fabricated out of almost nothing. Like, why do they like each other? It doesn't make sense. But it's one episode in particular where I was like, I hate this nigga, and it's and the episode starts and he ends up like joining like some guild or something or party. They ask him to join their party, and they're going on a dungeon raid, and he's like, okay, boom, boom. And so they go on the dungeon raid, and they're not strong enough. Like they underestimated how powerful the dungeon was, and so they're all panicking and freaking out, and people start dying. And he's sitting here watching all them die, and then the whole having this internal crisis about whether or not he should save them. And then at the very end, he decides to reveal that he can dual wield swords. First of all, why are you hiding that?
And why did you wait? We kind of needed that.
Why are you hiding the fact that you can dual wield swords? You could have saved everyone in that dungeon and went on like about your day. They're like, it's not a video game. I guess like they very much established that if you die, you die. You watched all these people, you joined their party, hung out with them, did all that, and then watched them die just because you didn't want them to know you could hold a sword in your left hand. That was the most dickhead shit I ever seen in my life. I have zero respect for that character.
Damn.
Well, every opportunity I get when anyone asks, Sword Art Online is ass. Kirito is the worst main character I've ever met.
But he a bitch.
He's a bitch.
Do I have a character that I just hate? I mean, I used to fucking venomously hate Sasuke, and I still don't like Sasuke, but I don't venomously hate him like I used to. But you know what? Hey, but fuck Sasuke still. It's still fuck Sasuke. Like I definitely feel like he's a bitch. He like was doing some hoe ass shit and then was trying to act like he wasn't doing no hoe ass shit. And he don't be taking care of his kid. Like, take care of your child.
Yeah, that up until it's like, because at first, like my first time watching Naruto, I never really understood him and Naruto's relationship. It wasn't until I like kind of rewatched it and paid closer attention to how like their interactions and stuff and certain things. Because at first I'm like, bro, why is Naruto chasing this nigga? He was mean to you every single time.
He treated you terribly.
You keep calling him your best friend. Like y'all were not friends. Y'all did like 2 missions together, and then
but Naruto ain't had no friends, so that also makes sense. It's like the first person that kind of paid attention to you,
and that's what it would like. Then when them kind of like demonstrating, it's been like later on, like the Sasuke kind of recognizing like we're both alone. It's like, but we're treated differently. But ultimately, at the end of the day, and it's like Naruto kind of had a little bit of resentment for him for like everyone liking him. But Sasuke kind of resented him for that. Like, bro, you only like, it's like I don't care about none of this. Like, you worried about all these people hyping me up. I don't care. I just want to kill one dude. Like, I'm literally alone at the end of the day. These people don't matter. And it's so it's like it's that dynamic of Sasuke not caring about anybody and Naruto wanting the affection of all the people that are giving it to Sasuke, him not even wanting it. And like when they and then paying close attention to their missions that they do show in Naruto, like like when they were with Haku, when Sasuke saved Naruto from Haku, and then just like little stuff they say about Sasuke be like, I definitely want to fight you, and the Chunin these ends. Like he kind of was giving him respect without necessarily like when I first watched it, I kind of interpreted it as like him being like, I want to beat your ass in the chin. But like upon rewatch, it was more so like I want to fight you.
You're
Like,
the only other strong person. You're the only other person here I really respect or
yeah.
feel like I can fight.
And remembering like then when they did the training, climbing up the trees and stuff like that, stuff that I didn't really kind of register as much. Like they kind of really were rivals, and but it
Yeah.
like I guess my first time I didn't really pay as much attention to that aspect of it, but I kind of gained more respect for him
Yeah.
upon rewatching it. But you're definitely
So
right about him dipping off on
yeah,
Sarda.
why'd he just leave? Like, that baby needs you. Also, like, everybody's always on Sakura's fucking head. Like, oh, she was chasing Sasuke, which she absolutely was doing that pick me shit for 20 fucking years, damn near. But he, like, he was playing with her too. Like, he did try to kill her ass too. After motherfucker tried to kill you, I think you need to let it go. But, like, there
I
was
mean,
finally an episode in Boruto where he gave her a ring, and everybody was like, oh, that's so romantic. And I'm like, he been playing with this bitch for 20 years. They have a
he has.
child.
But he did bust in that jump. So it's like he definitely
that's
likes
what,
her. Like
that's
they
what,
always be trying to make it seem like he don't like her. He definitely busting
he,
that jump. Like
but you
he
can
liked
also
her.
nut and not care. I think eventually, yeah, he had to like her to keep coming back and giving her rings, because he also could have just dipped. But I think just in general, chasing a man that long is embarrassing, and she was embarrassing. And also, like, beefing with your best friend over him was embarrassing. Like, Sakura was doing a lot of embarrassing ass shit that I don't respect. But
She had some growing up to do, but she was a kid.
some of that she wasn't. Having a baby with a man that didn't give you a ring, as a, when you know better. When you know better, you know better. After he tried to kill you. I
But
don't know.
he also helped save the world. So
I don't give a fuck.
okay.
You deserve better, sis. You deserved better than having to raise that child by yourself from this one-armed man. Okay, you deserved
I mean, but
better.
you gotta think like he can put her in genjutsu in the bedroom, switching positions with the Renegon, like it's like
Pervert.
I get it.
I don't. I want that brooding dick. Like, I don't know. I need some energy. Need some energy with my penis. Okay, so we're now into the last segment of the show. This is gonna be the ultimate anime character battle. So we're gonna do it's different universes, right? And you can only save one character from each set. The rest will get erased. Them and their universe completely get erased. And there's no do-overs, there's no Dragon Balls, nothing. There's no loopholes. They completely,
So I have to pick one character from a universe and everyone else dies?
yeah.
This is crazy.
All right. And so, but no, not in their universe. So whichever character you save, them and their universe are fine. But the other two, how many people are here? One, two, sorry. It's 5 in each one. My bad.
Okay.
4 or 5 numbers. Okay. Everybody else dies in those
Okay.
universes. So every character in that universe dies. Okay, so the first one is gonna be Goku, Luffy, Naruto,
Mm.
or Deku.
It was very easy. It was very easy until you said Deku.
I know.
Uh, but I can't not say One Piece. One Piece is life changing in a
Oh,
different kind of way. I can't not say One Piece. But that it very much hurt my heart. Just 'cause
you
my
gonna
two
kill
favorites are
Deku?
My Hero and One Piece. But they're such very different. Like My Hero being
Yeah,
a seasonal and versus One Piece being a weekly. Like they're very different shows. And that's an impossible choice. Like that's a Sophie's choice for me. One Piece and My Hero is literally
you're a
Sophie's choice.
murderer. You're a murderer.
That's
All right, we
crazy.
got a couple more, and I gotta hurry up because I didn't pay for Zoom Premium. So we got Gojo, Kakashi, All Might, and Genkai from Yu Yu
Oh fuck. All Might.
All Might, okay.
I can't not do My Hero twice. As hard as it is to not. And plus, I
You
mean, I'm not
killing
like Genkai is cool, but she like All Might is like he's iconic.
you
In the,
killing everybody in the Naruto universe though? You killing everybody in JJK?
yeah, I'm fine with that. I'm not personally attached to anybody in the Jujutsu universe.
Hilarious.
Like, I really on a personal level, I really don't give a fuck about none of them.
Hilarious. Okay, now we're going Madara, Meruem from Hunter x Hunter, and
Mhm.
we're going Jinwoo from Solo.
Oh, marry one. I can't get rid of Hunter x Hunter. That's
Can't
my
get rid of Hunter x Hunter?
that's my big three is Hunter x Hunter, My Hero, and One Piece.
Dang, you kind of going through these. All right. Now we're going Zoro, Rengoku, or Trunks?
Zoro.
Zoro? Oh, that was quick.
Yeah, those other two, they can't compete with One Piece. One Piece is different.
And your last one, we're going Edward Elric, Tanjiro, Yusuke, or Ichigo.
That's tough. But I'm gonna say Yusuke.
Yusuke?
Yeah.
Yusuke over Edward?
I mean, I like Yusuke as a main character.
He's funny.
More than the dub with Yusuke cussing and all that. Like,
I do enjoy it.
Like I like Yusuke more as a overall shows. I do prefer Full Metal more than Brotherhood more than Yu Yu Hakusho by a very slim margin. Those are the last two that round out my top 5. But yeah, Yusuke and then Kurama is one of my favorite characters ever. Like I do a Kurama cosplay. Like I love Kurama.
You did it. I gotta see that. So Gio, thanks so much for coming on today. It was a very fun episode. Let the people know where they can find you.
Y'all can find me at _Durant and Rave with another underscore at the end on Instagram, Twitter. But more importantly, you can follow at Plus Ultra Entertainment on Instagram, Twitch. We stream at our studios every Tuesday. And we have a creative studio here at the National Harbor. If you're in the DMV area, we got a video game lounge, podcast studio, music recording studio for indie artists, professional photography studio. We do game tournaments here every Tuesday, which we stream on Twitch. And then every Wednesday, we stream Plus Ultra, the team streams on Twitch together. So yeah, you can find us Plus Ultra Entertainment. We got a bunch of events coming up. The Villains Ball is next month, which is going to be fire. Orlando Jones is going to be one of our villains of the year. Stormy P is another one of our villains of the year. I'm blanking on the name of the other one. I have a horrible memory. But Young Goku, Black Crystal cosplay. We got a lot of cosplayers. So, and that'll be fully catered, open bar. We have live performers, fire DJs, photo booth. Like the Villains Ball is about. Like I said, if you can make it to the Villains Ball, you should definitely pull up.
What day is it?
May the 2nd.
I may be able to pull up.
Mm-hmm.
I may be able to pull up. I'm trying to pull up because that sounds fun. I've been working on some Disney villain cosplays, so I'm like, I might.
It's the perfect place to debut it.
Might need to pull up. So thank you so much once again for coming on. And that's a wrap for this episode. If you hate our picks, oh fucking well, I do not care. Make sure to subscribe, follow Gio and Plus Ultra Entertainment, and let us know which anime characters you would like to save. Let us know who's your favorites, all of that jazz. So until next time, stay curious, keep watching anime, or don't. I don't give a fuck. Do what the fuck you want to do. Yes, Gio, before we go.
Hey, tell them how you was watching Power Rangers Speed Force.
I Twitter. That's all right, y'all. Y'all have a good day.
That new hot shit.
That's what it's called. Thank y'all. If you enjoyed this episode, be sure to follow me on social media at Roxxy Hayes, ROXXYHAZE. And if you'd like to support the show and get access to exclusive content, visit my Patreon at patreon.com/Roxxy Hayes. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you never miss an episode. See you next time, and stay curious.